Hey there, I'm Parker Rex. Welcome to the channel. This is a daily upload where I go through AI strategy, go through some questions that people have, and then I do a build. We're going to go long today, so buckle in, grab your popcorn. We're going to be finishing up TurboKit. TurboKit is the free template that is your beautiful AI toolkit, all ready to go, free of charge. We got a lot of people that want it, so I was like, whoa, I need to make it better. So we're going to just sit here and we're going to do it. We're going to hammer it out because I just finished everything that I need to do for the week on the client side. And let's go and check the comments first. See what people are yapping about. About to hit 600. That's cool. And I added 3 more pieces of content that I need to get done each week. So 10 total. Let's see. Are PRDs created on a feature or product level? Both. Product requirement document. Check the last video if you don't know what it is. It's the most important thing besides architecture when it comes to getting the most out of these LLMs. So if you are thinking about a single feature, starts with a problem, starting to think about a new product, still a problem. Always problem, 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 problem. Get the solution out of your head in terms of starting there. Do you think differently about solving pains for B2C versus B2B? At the end of the day, it's people. It's more about a go-to-market motion there. So I'll give you a use case. If I'm selling something to a consumer, they will have different purchasing behavior. That's just the truth. That's why a lot of venture-backed companies they make fun of B2C. It's a little more challenging, but that's shifting now, which is funny enough. But in my case, I built for B2B. I built for B2C. I always use delivery dudes because it's easy to understand. We'll just give a quick use case. So B2B versus B2C. Let's see, B2B versus B2C. So in this case, we have our drivers who drive and pick up the food. We have our restaurants. And actually, drivers slash customers. It's funny, I'm looking at this and it's really, I'm selling a product to the drivers. So they're mini business. So they actually go over here, come to think of it. I can select things. But both of these are actually businesses. This is a 1099 independent contractor, and this is obviously a business, a restaurant. So when I'm selling to customers, at the end of the day, they're people. So I don't really think that differently about it. With customers, I'd go and I'd meet with them a lot of the time just to buy time for my engineering team. And you go and you do customer interviews, and there's a lot of tactics that you can do when you're working on an interface. For instance, what I used to do, a really good trick for this, if you're using something, or sorry, if you're designing something, you go like this. So when you're meeting with someone, you're getting feedback, you're watching their eyes, like you are like glued on their eyes and their facial representation, the facial gestures. It's like a crazy thing, but you keep your eyes on their face, and when you ask them, hey, I'm going to show you this interface, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to show you this interface really quickly, and I'm going to show you it quickly. So be ready and tell me when I take the phone away what you saw. They say, okay. And before they like register, you kind of catch them off guard. So you say that, they say, okay, why? They might ask like something. Then you go like this, and then you go like this. They don't have enough time to register everything, but you get to know what the biggest call to action was on the page. So that's a little tip there on the design side. And you can't like avoid doing that. Like that's like something you should do if it's a business or as a person. So I do the same thing at restaurants, except I'd show up with a tablet and I'd go in and you'd try to find yourself in the busiest time, like because that's like where the try to put yourself in the position where the problem is the heaviest, like it's the biggest pain, and then go and talk to the customer and witness and watch and ask questions when that news is still recent, like when that problem is still like relevant because recency bias, so they'll like really let you know how things work. So yeah, I don't really think of it very differently besides just the fact that the way it's being sold into a company might be different. So if you're doing big enterprise stuff, then the best one, in my opinion, is bottoms up. What that is you can think of Figma. Figma does this, and it did it really well. Where if you're in an organization and you have all these people, and you have one at the top, and it comes all the way down, and this might be the guy who buys the enterprise account, but then below him it comes all the way down, and you end up with like a million designers. But then you have the champion. There's this one here, and he loves it, and he's like, "Yo, dude, this is fire. Yo, dude, this is fire. This is fire. This is fire." All them use it, and then someone from the go-to-market team at Figma is like, "Whoa, hey, can I talk to Bradford?" All the designers are like, "We hate Bradford," and then they buy an enterprise thing. So bottom up, you have to be a better product, but it's good. Like the SaaS, the consumerization of B2B SaaS. Ugh. But that's a thing where Yammer by David Sachs, he follows me on Twitter, the AIs are. But he did that and then sold his company for, I don't know, 1.2 bill to Microsoft by just literally consumerizing business software. Cool. Coco Kachu. Other questions? Where are they? Turbo Starter Kit. We're going to work on it today. PRD prompt and Turbo Kit, please. Yeah. This video showed up in my recommendations and I just watched it. Thank you, Filibuster. I have reactions to various things. Why don't you write me all of them, my dog? Tell me everything. Elaborate node to node network. I draw out. Okay. I need to be more specific when I do these because you're thinking UML, you're thinking like the egress, ingress, the network calls, all of that, and I love it. I think I'm just trying to make it literally an ordered list of operations for people to then learn how I think about these things being in a chain. So I totally agree that by having it go back to some sort of central agent to do a check makes sense. That's actually how I was thinking of setting it up. If you watch a really old video, which is not that old, I've been on this channel for like a month, but having a DB that's just like, what happened here? And then someone that's managing said DB. You see this with Perplexity, where they have like a chief operator. But like if I go to Perplexity, and I've used this example before, but it's a really simple one where it's like you come in and then you type, and then when you get your results back, there's like an image carousel here, right? So this is one component. And then you have I don't even know what's here. Let's just call it like a summary. Then you have the answer, and then you might have the suggested things. So that's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, just to make it easy. But in that chain, you basically have the searcher, .tsx, and then that thing has its own set of tools, and then that's going to go off, and that's going to be like task decider. Basically, it's a split in the road. Like, do we have enough information? So if I ask, how do I get Tesla shoes? And it's like, is Tesla, like, that's a horrible example. It's like, tell me what's good about Tesla, or is Tesla good? It's like very open ended. So it might loop back and hit something that's like the refine or .tsx. Then that has its own tools. But yeah, then it's like, okay, based on that, you go this way or that way. And then you have all these things that end up giving you the answer and then circling back to one main one. So I agree. I totally agree. That's smart. Turbo starter kit. What's up, dude? You're in our Discord. Our Discord is the best. I love it. I'm having fun there. A lot of people asking for stuff, which is great. It's so great. Look at all of them. That's what we're going to plan out. Then I might build it here. No, I'll probably build it on the main channel. That'd be interesting because I'm doing RAG, and I don't know, people probably want to know that, I guess. So cool. Those are the questions. Now on the news side, I'm trying to think if anything's like actually that awesome. Let's just pull it up. Now I just do it in here. So what did I post? First of all, Taskmaster, the new one came out. So we're going to install that, obviously. I'm in the Taskmaster channel. And then other things that I posted that's interesting. Grok 3, that's out. A lot of people are disappointed because they said it was going to be a million output and it's 128K. That's like not a million. Other things, Sama is saying that OpenAI now has permanent memory of everything. And I mean, it kind of is cool, I guess. But a lot of people are hating on it because they're like, yo, you don't have an edge. You just are like leaning into the personality thing. I'm pulling up my Twitter. I wanted to show you because it hit me with a little modal where they're like, we got this cool thing. And so I wanted to see. It says, if you want to try it, click this button. I tried it. And it's like, describe me in, a catchy way. And it says, you're Parker Rex, the AI Swiss Army knife with a product brain and an engineer's hands. Here's the breakdown. Blah, 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 blah. So probably nice that it's there, I guess. So they launched that, and then other things. Oh, this is wild. Gemini is playing Pokemon. Wait, what? If you want to, you can go watch Gemini play Pokemon. Kind of cool. New models getting announced today. I did not see that come out. But those are some of the things. And then what else did I dump in here? Da-da-da-da. Oh, I had just seen someone wrap the Notebook LM API somehow, and they like made a product out of it, which is kind of wild. And then AWS, just so you know, I overheard on the Taskmaster channel. It's like really easy to get the 1K credits. I've done that for Google. I've gotten like an easy 300, which is nice. And then Gemini, just so you know, they did a big update. And the second that you drop in a YouTube video, it knows the tokens, which means they've trained the entire like after you upload your video, just consider it as training data. So they're just gonna crush it on video. Like they won video generation, definitely. Other things, do. I think that's it. Yeah, cool. So let's plan out this build. Let's plan out this build. So if we look at our code base, I'm trying, like the reason I took a while is because I honestly got slammed this week. And then I knew it was going to be a hard week because I was adding more content. But alas, we're here and I want to make this really easy for anyone to use. So let's get into it. Let's close these out. Let's make sure our camera's going. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's get into dark mode because like who wants light mode? Not you, not me. Occasionally me. But let's decide what we're gonna do. Are we still rebased? Just sure. Pull it. I don't care. Gosh, what's going on? Fix it. What has happened to me? What? You have different divergent burns. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, merge. That's fine. Ta-da. Okay. Now, what do we want to do? We want to run it and see does anything work. So let's get that. And let's get that. And let's stick this over here. Make sure we have something on the page. Want to make it look good, make it function. Feature section, yeah, I deleted that. I know because I didn't want it. So goodbye. Okay. We have a subscribe input. We need to type in this. We want to delete this. We want to literally just have one page because we don't care. Get started quickly, and we don't care about this. So let's axe all of that. We probably need the clone the repo button is kind of the whole thing. I added this, so let's yoink that. And then let's see if we have a footer. Yeah, we do. It's like this large name thing. I don't like it. It looks cool once, and then it's kind of not very practical. Let's get rid of this gradient, but we want to dump our thing here first. So what's this button doing? We have a transition button. Oh, let's grab this. Let's delete the hop on X button because we're trying to push people through a funnel. There's like a direct action we want them to do. And so if we wanted them to put their email, I guess we do. I guess I don't want it. It's just there for people to use. So if they want to, they can. Personally, don't want it there. Do text left. Let's not do that because we already have one. Okay. Move this thing to the left so it doesn't look horrible. Okay, that's fine. Now, what's this other stuff? We have with full grid. Grid is fine. Stick the stars up top. Link to the demo. We don't have one. So let's get rid of that. We have no docs because we're going to train it. No one wants to read docs. Nobody. Actually, I don't mind docs, but I just know that people that are going to use this won't want it. So let's get rid of that. And then let's get rid of, we have like a socials thing, which is kind of cool. Follow the people. Follow the peeps. Follow the creators. That's fine. Parker Rex. That's me. Then Hari's okay. Let's grab this GitHub stars thing and delete that. And then let's go. Do we have a header? Is that up here? Yeah, it is. So to the right of the sign up, we'll put that there. Cool. Import, bro. We're gonna pass the GitHub data. So let's go to footer. Where's that? This. GitHub data. We need to get this. Yeah, so okay, we just need this. Why is this as a type? Whatever. That seems fine. So that's there. And then, oh, good job. No, wait, that's not the auth button. That needs to be, ooh, it's in the auth button. That's a weird thing that it's called. This shouldn't be Vibe Turbo Kit. Oh, never mind. We're in the wrong spot. This is confusing. If I'm confused by it, a noob's definitely going to be confused by it. So let's get this out of here. And get that out of here. Then let's go back to the top. Supabase environment. Where is this thing coming from? Supabase environment. Envar warning. I don't like this. There's going to be some dependency, hopefully not anywhere else besides that. That's in the layout, that's fine. I don't like this name, header auth, at all. Don't like it. So we're going to get rid of it. Okay. Okay. Now, we have our buttons gone. We did we want to have the buttons in there? We get rid of this. Goodbye. Goodbye. Cool. Just don't like that. We don't need these buttons because we're just gonna have one button. So let's go back into our page. We can get rid of all of these. Okay. And then we'll get rid of this section and we'll grab that and then we'll go up and then we'll put it after that. And that's fine for now. And then get rid of this section. Okay. Now back to the header off. Let's rename this. These are like off buttons for whatever reason. I guess is it conditional? Please update this with that. Are these okay? This is just a link to the page. This as child thing, I'd never like seeing that. TBH. Is it gonna do anything? Why not? Okay, that's fine. And then now we have those things set up. It's a conditional. Okay, so let's just do. We're gonna break these into separate files because it's way less confusing. Sign in. Sign in button. You can do it. Cool. Let's grab this. Let's grab that. Okay, where is it? Let's cheat. No, it's not cheat. This is actually slower if I cheat. If has envarm variables, then show this. Turn the user. God. I don't need that. Is that smart? Maybe not. Maybe. Kind of thinking I needed that. I just don't like this setup at all. At all. So we're going to get rid of it. I want to do what I want. We need our new sign-in buttons. So let's grab this. Let's go to supabase.com. We're going to grab their new blocks, which developers, Supabase UI, UI blocks, the client. Make sure we have the latest client stuff first. Cool. 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 That could have been literally the same thing, but I just want to have the latest and the greatest. Okay, these things always get yapped at by biome. Okay, let's go into server, grab our server thing. If you're unfamiliar with what I'm doing, this is the instantiation that Supabase needs in order to authorize different actions. So it's a singleton pattern, meaning instead of doing this same thing across the whole project, every time you need it, you just have it here. And then it's passed into any time that you like need to do something. Really, really helpful. Now we're gonna have password-based auth for the peeps. So, whoa, that's nice. We need a confirm thing. Let's get that out of there first. So that stops yapping at us. This large footer. The large footer still in there with this gigantic thing. Don't miss crucial updates. Yeah, that's fine. That. Goodbye. Okay. Better. Better, better, better. Which means we don't need that. Which means we don't need that. Okay. Let's just call this footer. We'll rename it. And then we'll pull it out of here. I never put those ones inside of UI. Like these are like the primitives, right? You don't touch the primitives. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Deploy, we don't need this. Let's get rid of that. Form message, what's this? We need a button. We can get rid of this. Ooh, the prompt badge. That actually, we need to be able to pass in a message. So let's do this. Update the prompt badge so that it takes in a query. I guess it would be like a prompt suggestion as a prop, string as a prop. What that means is it can be reused. So instead of it having like hard coded stuff, it's gonna be able to take that in and then dynamically update whenever we call it. Cool. That'll work. GitHub stars. We still need this. I know it seems like I'm all over the place. It's because I'm just trying to rip through some of the garbage in here. We don't need a Next logo. We're gonna get back to the auth in a sec. Submit button, probably garbage. I don't like it. Goodbye. Subscribe input, that's our thing. We don't need a Supabase. Maybe let's maybe keep that. Yeah. Okay. It's mostly cleaned up. Where's Hero? That is part of their starter, so that goes. Then we have one hook. Got an empty folder here. Got this, which that we know works. So let me. That works. Come on. Give me some types, bro. I just need a couple types. Ugh. Doing me dirty. Okay. That is gonna be mine. My name. Cool. Remove that to do. Those are the fetches, the Gemini. Probably not gonna use that. Probably use AI SDK. Prompt engineering, we're not going to do this. What I tried to do was when I was like on half an hour of sleep, I tried to quickly make it work without RAG, which is never a good call. And I tried to vibe code it, which is always tough if you don't actually do the work. So that import's going to F everything up. Hopefully it'll fix itself. Let's do from tills. Good. It fixed itself. So I changed the name of it. Cool. That works. Back. Okay, what else? Data contributors. Yeah, this is fine. Fetch. This we can ignore for now. Which is biome. Biome. Oh. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Now, where are we? We need to get some auth stuff in here. Get rid of this. Okay. Icons? Why is that in here? What icons are these? GitHub? Self-close, sure. Sure. Do your thing. Go on. Go on, do your thing. Look at all these icons. Okay, we're going to yank that out because it is going to be not a primitive. Put all the primitives in there. And then anything that had like logic or is like customized, then no. Span. What is this for? Breadcrumb? Interesting. Oops. Nope. No. It's biome. Yep. Sure. Whatever. Okay. Theme switcher. It's fine. Whatever. Okay. That's mostly cleaned up. We got a little issue in here. Bye. Go away. Thanks. Charts. Cool. Topography. We don't need it. Goodbye. Goodbye. Tutorial code block. What does this use? Copy icon. No. 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 Goodbye. Okay. We're going to finish this, by the way. We're going to finish this whole thing while we're here. Meet the contributors maintaining this project. So this was a new page. Let's see. Okay. There they are. Got a couple links. Let's make that look a little better. Okay. Make this look about 1,000 times better. Small interactions on hover. Dark, subtle glass look. Easy to look at on all screen sizes. That's fine. Let it do its thing while I do something else. Now let's do the off. So it's in here. We're gonna grab this. I think. I'm contemplating. We're not gonna do this. We're gonna do every provider because people want it. For the people, you know, who likes emails. Boom. Hello, midday. Midday is my favorite thing to yoink from. Git pull. This is the TRPC branch, I believe. So let's jump in and we're gonna look for Notion. Maybe he took that off. There's Slack. Where are you, Slack? Config, packages, client. Yeah, that's a client secret. We're looking for the routes Slack and sorry URL callback. Oh, that's for a package to connect it. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for login with Slack. Login. Middleware. Ooh, this is a nice middleware, huh? This is a nice one. We're gonna need that, so let's keep that one open. We're gonna need this. This is the login, and then here's all the individual ones. Great. So we need these three. And then we'll need we'll need the config toml. Yeah. So let's grab that, and then let's go into our config toml. This is for Supabase. We need any of these. Let's do that. It's fine. We need to make sure this matches. So on our env dot example, we're gonna do something like this. Okay. And then let's see. Make sure his is good. .env .example for the website. For the app. There we go. So we'll need those. And Google, where are the keys? The other auth providers. That's fine. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Ooh. Sorry about that, people. Now, this is for Taskmaster. Goated. Cool. And then this isn't even close to right. Okay. Now we've set that up. We need the middleware. We need a couple other things. Let's grab the page. This will be the login page. So yes, we don't need any of this EU stuff. Login page, switch preferred value if it's the preferred sign-ins. That's nice. We're just doing Google, so let's grab the Google sign-on. We'll have to clean it up, but let's go into here. It'll probably be in components, source components, and then let's do Google sign in.tsx. That up, paste, change a couple things. Ooh, what's that one? We don't have that, I know. So we'll remove this conditional around if is desktop. Where's that block end, everybody? I don't think it changes anything. This. Come on. Okay. That all seems fine. Except for this get URL thing. So let's look for that. Get URL. Inside of utils dash environment. Utils dash environment. If it's that, return that. If it's this, return this. That seems fine. So let's go to utils. Source utils. Source utils. CD source utils touch environment TS environment. There you are. Cool. That'll work because we're going to be doing for cell. Yeah. What is this thing? RMRF utils.ts. Goodbye. Okay, we need to make. Oops. Need to make some changes. Is it going to be right? Is this a? I got the bottom two right, not the top one, because we don't want the server one. This is a client component, I think. Yeah. So we will replace that word with client, or is it browser? Oh, there we go. Cool. Then icons. Which icon is it using? Icon dot something? Icons dot Google. Okay, let's grab his. Thank you, sir. Cool. Icons. Oh, we do have a Google. Yeah, so just misspelled. Yeah. Let's fix ours for the fellas. Tailwind, look at us go. Come on, Tab. You got this, dog. Come on. It's not doing its thing. It should. It's not. Come on. You got this. Ugh. Right, almost there. Okay. Pretty. Pretty. Okay. Now that works. Cool. Now we have that. Now we need to grab. Oh. What did I just click? Okay, so we have Google Sign On. That's good. It should be good to go. We don't need that. Now we need this public login page. Okay, we need a login / page. We don't have a login. Okay, what do we have? Auth pages inside of here. We don't need forgot password. We're not doing email. Goodbye. Guten Tag. Plus, people don't know what parallel routes are or route groups are. They're so new that they have no clue. We don't need to sign on. We don't need to sign up because it's the same. We don't need this SMT message, which means we don't need a layout. Cool. What is in here? That shouldn't go there. It should go in the API. Okay. Let's do login / page.tsx. Okay. Start deleting. Consent banner, no. Oh, maybe GitHub. OTP, no. Cookies, probably. That, okay. So waiting cookies, good job. We don't need this. That device thing, I'm assuming, makes it so that you can do this case switchy thingy that he has. Let's change this. Actually, just skip ahead. I don't know how he decides what is preferred. But we just need these. So that's good. This is like kind of confusing code, but only because I don't need it. So yeah, so we just have one, and that's preferred. That should work. And then we need to change this. Vibe with AI. I vibe with AI.com. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Log into TurboKit. Ugh. Okay. We don't need any of this. This will just say we make building AI apps actually fun. So damn easy, your brain may just melt. It's fine. Okay. We don't need any of this because we're not a paid thingy. Good. And that can go. Okay. That's all good. We need to get a GitHub sign on. So let's, where was that? That's in components. Touch GitHub sign on in. Echo this to GitHub Oh, I always mess that up. I was so excited about it. Okay. That's gonna be that, and it's gonna be wrong. Oh no, I got it right. Good job. Okay. Now we have GitHub and Google. Cool. We don't need that. We don't need that. Come on. You can do this. Fix the damn syntax, bro. Good. It listened. Cool. What do you mean? There we go. Okay. We've got GitHub. We've got that, which means in the instructions. Whoops. We're going to have to go into README and we're going to yap. Write a README about how to set up GitHub and Google Auth for Supabase. That's inclusive of actually going to those individual sites. So for Google, you go to the cloud platform, and then you create a client ID underneath the project. Assume the reader of this is absolutely no development experience. Creating the client ID, getting the client ID, the client secret, putting in the redirect URI as well as any sort of authorized API endpoint. So from the server, that's our config toml, which is the localhost :54321. And then for GitHub, it's going into GitHub, logging in, going to developer settings, going to API, I believe, and then creating an OAuth connect and then pasting in those values. So just expand on all of that. Thanks. So I just use Whisperflow. It's going to put that in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let AI do its thing. I'm going to say use Taskmaster to parse the PRD. Shit. We're going to try something. PRD. Okay. Da, 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 da. It's going to be the best README ever. Oh my gosh, I should have downloaded the new version though. Well, okay. So that's going to go and that's going to do its thing to try to help. We need to see about these cookies. So, constants, what's up with the cookies? Preferred sign on. That makes sense. Yeah, let's yank that. So it's just export const cookies. Okay. Okay. Export const cookies equal boom. Dope. Now that came up with the tasks of what it needs to do. It's gonna write something sick, I'm sure. Cool. Get started, boss. It's gonna go and be a little plebe. Okay, that should be good. I spelled constants wrong. Dang it. And then utils. We have two libraries. What is going on, people? Utils. Contants. Stance. Okay. Look at it go. Okay. Now we have a sign in. We have the homepage kind of clean. We have a README. We've got a bunch of garbage that we took out. Is the thing even open? We didn't use any of this, but we could if we wanted to. This looks yummy. Let's try this out. And we don't want to wait. So, oh no. Let's do that. And that's adding in a bunch of rules specific for Supabase. So now I can write functions, I can create migrations. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. What else do we want from here? That middleware. That middleware is probably yummy. It's for the dash. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. What's in here? Updating of sessions. Very important. We don't need any of the I-18. That's internationalization. We're not taking this to China. Good. But we're not. Let's do that. And then, ooh, there's a setup page. Hang on. Where is setup? Authenticated but no full name. Okay, that's smart. We don't care about that. This is just for like whoever gets this. It's like, hey, I get the rag that teaches me how to use it. I get a DB. I get social sign-on. I get an explanation of how rag works by having rag in it. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a good value prop. So yeah, let's take that and do this. Clean. Ooh, whoa. What's going on there? So they have a middleware and then they have another middleware. What middleware is that? Oh, it's the Supabase one. Okay, never mind. So that's cool. Now I got to yank a bunch of stuff out. Server, yeah, cool. Where's update session is not. Oh, let's take his then. We're gonna follow our boy. He's Oops. So he has an update session in here, which they do not have in their docs. But we're this far. And it works. We know his works. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need any of these. Don't need that. Which the update session is looking for a second arg. So, where's that? What's the second arg? Response? What does it need a response for? What does it need that for? Come on. Give him the thing you need. Hello? Middleware. Oh, this is middleware request that it's expecting. But we don't need it. So let's just, how's the rest of this thing work? We don't need that. That's gonna, what this thing does is if you have, if you've internationalized your app, it will delete, it'll cut it. So you don't see that. So if you have a session, see if no session and login, then search for a new URL. What's going on here? If we don't have invite codes, we don't have team selection, we can get rid of this. We don't have multi-factor auth. We don't need any of these. We don't have setup. We don't have invite codes. Okay. So then what did we even get out of this? That's the question. Search params, update session. Hopefully that works. I need to read it. Okay, so we get the client. We're connected. We're calling an update session so we can hold it so that people are not going to get kicked. We do an async function for that. We take in a next request. We're storing a response which doesn't even get called. It's supposed to get called. I think it's this thing. It's like supposed to do something in here, but it's, where's response in here? Returns at the end. Does that make sense? Honestly, I'm not reading this to understand it at the moment. I'm just trying to go too fast. So if this bites me in the ass, it's totally understandable. We have resend. We've gotten the login. We've gotten the sessions management. We've gotten what else? It's going to kick them if they don't. Should hold the session correctly. What else can we do? We didn't even get into RAG. I'm going to do RAG on the main channel. Let's do this. So I need some buttons, right? So let's grab some buttons. Do we... This. Wrong spot, brother. There you go. We need to write some of those. We need to... Whoa. Those. I'm getting a phone call. I'm going to continue this tomorrow. Whoa, it's been an hour. I blacked out. I'm going to push this stuff up. It's in a totally broken state. Or it's just not done. Added, what did I do? gc-m feet. Add GitHub and Google sign on. What else? Clean out the track. Clean out unneeded files. And then what we can do is we're going to do one of these. Nip. Oh, wait. Nip. Oh, pn nip. It's finding all the unnecessary stuff. Unresolved imports. There's a lot of them. Unused dependencies. There's a lot of them too. Holy smokes. Unused files. It's fine if we're not using these just yet. Unused dependencies. Unused dev dependency. Unresolved imports. That's one that we want to deal with. What else? Utils/util. Oh no, it's coming from actions. That's because we redid our... We don't need this. It would be confusing too because it's like all in that one thing. That's there. It's actually... I thought I renamed this. There we go. Cool. Protected. I don't like this protected stuff. Okay. Reset password page. I thought I would get... That should be good now. Better. Did we ever get a new version of this? That's the real question. Design enhancement. It says it did it. Just change it to border white. I don't see any of that. No. Apparently it did it. And let's check out how our boss did with this. Taskmaster. All right. Good enough for now. Solid progress, hour long. It's coming together. originally was just gonna throw out something kind of quick, but I'm realizing that I should make something really good. So yeah, I'm gonna add rag next. Probably use, what am I doing with my hands? Probably use Supabase edge functions because it's like batteries included to have any dock that you drop in vectorized. I think that's like probably a good thing for people to learn. That's like the first thing that I did when this space got hot was like, ooh, let me roll my own one. You don't have to go roll your own one and like connect a bunch of stuff. You literally just can do the easy one, like batteries included, where you have something that you drop stuff in and then it kicks off the process, calls OpenAI's embedding Ada. You could use a different one, but that's just going to be easier for people. And then you have some sort of templated chatbot. But yeah, that's it for today. That was a long daily upload. Hope you made it to here. Like the video. Go check out the school. Peace.